Welcome to another video. I hope you're doing all great. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to stake or delegate your PulseChain token, which is basically the easiest thing in the world. But if you're new here, please check out this video up in here somewhere, which is the latest update for the PulseChain testnet. And in general, you will find a lot of helpful and useful information and videos about HEX, PulseChain and PulseX on my YouTube channel. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, to hit that like button and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. And now let's waste no more time and jump right into it. First, what you need, if you go to pulsechain.com, you can see the Pulse testnet is live. You need some settings for the MetaMask wallet, which is basically the connection to the blockchain. And I think in the future for the mainnet, we will see some buttons which will just add these settings automatically. Also check out my latest video, which I describe how to add all the settings. It's pretty easy. You find the settings in here. You're gonna click on the top right of your MetaMask wallet. In the middle, you have a little drop down menu. You can click on it. This page pops up and you just basically go back to the website and you start to copy and paste all the values in the field, and then you click save and then you're already good to go. So the next site which we'll need is the website. The link is, by the way, down in the description, stake.v2b.testnet.pulsechain.com, and you can see all the information. Today we are only focusing on the staking delegation of the PulseChain token, and for that we just click on the menu PulseChain. You can see already you have multiple options here. You have active stakes, validators, register new validator, and rules and FIQ. So let's check quickly the rules. This is, I think, the most important thing. Also keep in mind, maybe there's some other opportunities to make more yield, more whatever with your PulseChain token, but by staking or delegating your PulseChain token, you are giving votes to the most trusted members which you think should run the blockchain and produce the blocks, but more for that in a second. We will see that we have some validation role and responsibilities. There are some special nodes in the blockchain which should run. This is more like IT stuff and nerd stuff, so you will spend a lot of time in a room on your own. Let's go a little bit more down. You can see here the validator rotation. This is what I was talking about. There is a maximum of 33 validators at any given time which are producing blocks. These validators can earn fees. If you stake your HEX to them, you will earn a portion of their fees. We will see this as well in a second. So now let's come to the part staking. This is what it's all about. Stakers can add stakes to any numbers of validators, but keep in mind you're only earning fees if the validator is in the set of the 33. Stakes added to a validator currently in rotation will be considered pending until the next rotation. One rotation is basically 24 hours. The same goes once your stake is in. You have to wait one full cycle until you can take your stake out again. So this means you will then basically earn 1 day of yield before you remove the stake again. Stakers will be paid based on the validator's revenue share and their proportion of the overall stake. So this is really important, and we're going to check this out right away. There are different revenue shares because the validator can choose how much of the earned fees he wants to distribute back to the delegators. So if you click here on the tab validators, you see then a list. You see the first list. Let me zoom out a little bit. You can see in here, for example, we have a revenue share of 100%. We have, for example, my testnet server with a revenue share of 90%. But remember, this is just testnet. These are not the real values, so the revenue share will be higher on mainnet. You see on the right side the amount of delegated PLS tokens to these servers. You see then also if the servers were misbehaving or made some misconfiguration. This is always important that this should be green. In rotation, yes, and no orange or red flags should be popping up in here. I think if we scroll down a little bit, we find maybe some of them. Like here, this is just an example. This one has already 12 of the orange things and 5 felonies. So these are just maybe not the best servers to choose. And keep in mind, we only get the share back from the 33 on top. So only choose one of the 33. For example, here, my brother David is in here as well. If you scroll further down you can see then everybody has a little bit a different revenue share and less Pulse tokens delegated. So let's just click, for example, on my one. Because already a lot of people delegated to this validator, there's a minimum of TPLS you can delegate. Let's choose, for example, David's validator, and we're gonna click here on the right side of the plus token, and we can then basically just choose how much TPLS or in the future PLS tokens we would like to delegate. So if you just put 1 TPLS in here, it tells me already you need at least 3 million TPLS to delegate to this validator. If we're gonna search down the list, maybe we find someone which has less TPLS delegated, so you can get a bigger piece of the cake. For example, this one here, you see we only need 1.5 million TPLS delegation. So let me just try with 2 million in here. That should do the job. We can delegate to this validator 2 million TPLS tokens. You see then also this server is behaving quite well. He's in rotation, that's important, and he gives me back 100% of his earned fees. So by clicking the confirmation button, MetaMask pops up in here. You have a simple confirmation of the transaction with a really low fee. So let me just click confirm. So basically in a couple seconds this transaction will get confirmed by the blockchain, and then I will see some active stakes over here. Let me just hop over already, and in this second it was already confirmed. You can see now my active stakes going on. First one to my own validator, 21 million TPLS, and to this random validator which is in rotation is 2 million TPLS. So this is the only thing you have to do. You're just choosing a validator which you would like to support in here. You delegate your stakes to them. You can either add more TPLS or you can also reduce them by clicking the minus to remove stakes. You don't have to remove everything. You can just remove 1 million, for example, and then you're good to go. You have always the overview over here in the active stakes, which is kind of neat. You can filter and sort them as you wish. Maybe over time you have more stakes going on, so it's always nice to filter, and you can even search them. So if we just search for my one, it works. We find the hodl.dog.com, and if we quickly check out the website, you find then a step-by-step tutorial how to delegate. I will keep this updated, also gonna post a video in here. Of course, on this website you find a lot of information for HEX, PulseChain, even more information will be added, and of course the most important topic is always security, so please stay secure. But for this video it is only testnet, so you're good to go and you're ready for the mainnet. And with this, we are already by the end of this video for today. If you found any value in this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below, and as always, stay safe out there, stay long and fat, and see you in the next one. Peace.